Remaking a video about a fictional character's age in an adult video game. I got nothing better to do with my spare time. Let's do this. So 2 years ago, I made a video on a semi-popular indie game. You may not have heard about it. It's called HuniePop. And in said video, I talked about a certain character, Momo, because there was often a lot of confusion amongst the game's community on what age she was. Looking back at said video, I made a huge error in it, possibly due to me being up for almost a whole day making the video so it'd be out on time, as well as there being a lot of rendering problems with it. Like, some parts of audio cut out and the footage flickers at times. I didn't much like that, so I feel it's only right for me to go back to that topic and make a better video on it. So with that said and done, let me tell you Momo's real age in HuniePop. Now, for those of you who don't know of HuniePop, it's essentially a puzzle/dating sim hybrid adult game for PC, and let me tell you that I'm not exaggerating when I say when this game came out, it took YouTube and perhaps the rest of the internet by storm. If you watched gaming on YouTube in 2015, you know what I'm talking about, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day that I might make a whole video about in the future, but back to the topic at hand. In HuniePop, you can date 12 different girls, ranging from a university schoolgirl to a literal goddess, and just about everything in between. And out of the 12 characters, 2 were secret. The alien girl Celeste, and the cat girl who this video is about, Momo. Momo's your typical cat girl, sweet, innocent, adorable, all that, but there's one thing that makes her different than the others. When you ask Momo for her age, she tells you that she's 1 year old in kitty years. When you look up 1 cat year to human years, you get 15, which definitely made people a little questionable about Momo. However, the creator of the game has admitted that every character in the game is at least 18 years old, which means she isn't 15. So, if Momo's not 15, how old is she? Well, lucky for you, you're watching a video from a guy with way too much free time on his hands, so much that he was able to figure this out. Before we go guessing, we need to look a little more into the game, specifically what time of the year this takes place in. If you pay close attention to some of the other characters' dialogue, this isn't too hard to find. Nikki and Belly are very important for knowing what time of the year this game takes place in, because when you ask Nikki for her age, she tells you, I just turned 18 not that long ago actually. And when you ask Belly the same thing, she tells you, I'll be turning 24 soon, but at the moment I'm 23. Nikki's birthday is May 13th, and Belly's birthday is June 25th. If you count the days between those 2 dates, you'll get 43 days. And since neither Nikki or Belly aren't more specific about the date, and the fact that the game loops back to day 1 after day 30, even though more months than not there are 31 days, I don't think the day counter is trustworthy enough to be a factor in this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the days between May 13th and June 25th in half, round it up, and that'll be the day this game takes place on. 22 days after May 13th is June 4th, which, ironically enough, just so happens to be my birthday. Guess I can add that to the useless information part of my resumes. So now we have a date to work with, now we need Momo's birthday. Momo tells you her birthday is October 2nd and that it's her favoriteest day, which is adorable. So now we have the day the game takes place on and Momo's exact birthday. Since it's June 4th and Momo's birthday is October 2nd, she's not exactly 1 in cat years. She's 1 in cat years, soon to be 2. And 2 cat years is 25 in human years. So now, we know she's between at least 18 and 25. We just need to figure out exactly what age, and luckily, we can figure that out too. The days between October 2nd and June 4th is 245 to 246 days, depending on if it's a leap year or not, but the extra day won't really matter, because you'll get the same amount of months, and that's what we're looking at. 245 days is just over 8 months. 8 months is 2/3 of a year. There's 10 human years between 1 year old and 2 years old in cat years. 2/3 of 10 is roughly 6.7. So now you add 6.7 to 15, and we finally get Momo's real age, which is 21.7 years old. She's not 15, I showed the evidence and math to prove it. Also, for the people commenting what would Momo's age be if 2 cat years was 24 human years instead of 25, I've already done the math for that. 2/3 of 9 is 6, which means she would be exactly 21, so she's 21 regardless if it's 24 or 25 in human years. So next time you come across HuniePop and see Momo, you can safely know that she's 21, not 15. So, yeah. That's the whole thing. Thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go sit on my couch and reconsider what I should be doing with my spare time. Take care, and have a good one.